Good morning, everybody. It's March 17th, and as everybody knows, yesterday afternoon we got snow and we got cold temperatures after having days of upper 60s, close to 70. Now it's like 21 degrees this morning, and old man winter just doesn't want to let go. But I thought I'd test this out. Use my OBS and a picture slash video style camera as a webcam. Trying to get ready to do possibly a live. Don't know if I want to do a live. It's hard to get with Jared to do something like a live. So I'm just contemplating whether to do a live or use this setup I've got instead of doing a live to, maybe bring news. Started the new playlist, our take on things. And of course right now there's only 3 videos on there. Of course, one of them's from spring of 2024, fall of 2023, and then 2 recent ones. The last being the DNR Commission meeting that was held on the 12th of March. But, I touched on a subject that we are now, and I may get this all out of order, I do not know. Our channel is now shown on West Virginia Metro News Television, and they designed a logo for our channel on West Virginia Metro News. And you go to West Virginia Metro News, and up in the corner or in the black bar it says television. And then there's the television site. And if you scroll down, you'll see our logo. You click on that, and that will take you to our channel. And we have 2025 deer season, hunting season. We have 2024 deer camp. There's some products and product reviews. And there is also spring gobbler season from last year, 2025. So this is, like I said, something new. It came about in the spring of 2025. I was contacted, and at first I thought it was some sort of hoax, and I done some, I think they call it vetting, of the guy who contacted me, and West Virginia Metro News itself, the television side. And finally I reached out to the email that I got, and there were some discussions on what they wanted to see. They liked the idea of the product reviews. Of course, the product reviews are things that Jared or I have bought, not stuff that was sent to us to do reviews, but stuff that we have bought, and some local craftsmen, like for turkey calls. We have David May's turkey call on there, and we did a group review of several. David May was one, Newman Brown was one, and turkey calls that we have purchased or were sent to us from local craftsmen. So, we appreciate all those who have sent us stuff to try out and review. And and when this happened, we were new at doing reviews, where I was especially. So I don't know if they've got the recognition from the reviews we did or not, but I just wanted to touch on that because I mentioned it in the our take on things video, just the most recent from the commission meeting of the March the 12th, that we were on West Virginia Metro News. So I thought I'd tell you how that came about. Like I said, it was in the spring, I think 2025. Got the email, done some vetting to check, make sure it wasn't some scam trying to, get information. And they got me set up, and when I do the videos, of course, I told them our videos will air at least a week, 2 weeks on our YouTube channel before I would post them on West Virginia Metro News TV, and they were fine with that. So they got me all set up to where once I've uploaded on YouTube, I can take that video and upload it to I think it's Venom. It's not Venom. I can't remember what the site is, but I upload them there, and then they pull them from there and put them on the West Virginia Metro News TV station. Well, I say TV station, website. So that's just a little update I wanted to give. I've got some more product reviews that's going to happen here very soon. And I know, like I said, J&J True Outdoor Adventures is outdoor adventures. But a lot of the stuff we do reviews on that I get contacted about are for outdoors. It could be camping, it could be fishing, it could be hunting, anything to do with being in the outdoors. I have gotten emails from different groups, companies, whatever you want to call them, of stuff that no way would I even put on the channel. It has nothing to do with the outdoors, has nothing to do with hunting and fishing. So we'll keep most of our videos related, of course, to the outdoors and things that we do outdoors. Hopefully, and I keep talking this, that we'll have some fishing videos, and it just seems like you never have time. There's so much stuff going on, you don't get time to do anything. But hopefully, now that I have retired, I can maybe get some fishing in. It might be just me, because Jared's got a family, Jared's got a job, he's got the farm to take care of, and I try to help out down there as much as I can. But with the topic of me retired, this is the reason why I'm getting this set up like I am, is to maybe have more of these our take on things, discussions to put on the channel to go along with whatever we're doing. I mean, we haven't kayaked in about 2 years. It's been a long time since we just went trail riding with the four-wheelers. Of course, Jared's four-wheeler was down, and I got it running, but still needs a carburetor. And, of course, he gave that to his daughter, so because he's got his side-by-side. And that was the thing. The four-wheel riding kind of slacked off when he got his side-by-side. We used it for hunting a lot to get in, instead of riding two four-wheelers. It takes side-by-side. It held 4 people. We put our gear in there, whatever, go out so far I could get out, or we'd park in a common spot and both of us get out and go to our stands. So, there's possibly going to be, I don't want to say changes to the channel, it's just some updates, things that might come along. I still have a little bit of memories of the hunts past. I've got at least one more good video that leads up to when we started the YouTube channel to do, and I'd really like to do it with Jared around instead of me just doing it. And the I may end up doing more memories of the hunts past, but it'll be diving more into squirrel hunting or whatever was doing back then. If I've made good enough notes to actually do a video on that journal, which I have here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I made a lot of notes, some of them in detail, some of them not. So, but just trying to bring some things to the channel. We're growing. Over 7,000 subscribers now. We're really, I think, I'm trying to remember. Let me just take a real good quick look here. No, we're almost to 7,000. We're like 800 or not 800. We're like 279, 280 subscribers away from hitting the 7,000 mark on subscribers. And that brings up another little topic, and I really don't know how to talk about it. I've got some friends here in West Virginia who started YouTube channels, and they're growing, and I really like their channels. But it doesn't grow overnight. I mean, it's taken me and Jared. I started J&J True Outdoor Adventures, basically just me recording. Jared didn't have a camera. I was recording my hunts, and I would get with him and record him talking and stuff. And then he got a camera, and we started, combining the two. And but I wanted to do this because I wanted to show real hunting in the real world, not what people watch on TV. That has ruined hunting, is the way I look at it, our take on things. It has ruined hunting because all that people care about now are trophies, breaking away from traditions, and call me old. Yeah, I am old. But in my 46 years of hunting, and of course I didn't deer hunt my first 2 or 3 years. I squirrel hunted, rabbit hunted, but hunting has drastically changed. It's not like it used to be. People were excited when you killed a deer, and it didn't matter at all if it was a legal spike or an 8 or 10 point. People congratulated you. Back when we used to have pull into a little country store, it was a game checking station, whether the DNR was there or not, or the owner of the store is the one that done the checking and writing your tags. You had guys come up to the back of your truck, see what you got, congratulate you and everything. You never heard, "Oh, you should have let him go another year." You never heard that. And that is what is hurting hunting today. You want to know why the numbers are dropping? Because of that. Because everybody thinks you have to have a trophy. People put you down for the type of rifle you use, or the type of caliber you use, the type of bow you use. People used to not do that kind of stuff. But that's a whole new different subject, maybe for another video, because I could go on and on and on. But I just wanted to do this. I've got some projects ahead of me. I've got my little camper that I brought home whenever the campsite we leased was being vandalized. I brought it home. It needs some not real bad TLC, but it needs some TLC. The other camper that Jared gave me, that big Traveler, 1974 Traveler, I guess where it sat so long on the campground that it was at, whenever my buddy gave it to Jared, and then Jared gave it to me when he got his camper. We've used it. We used it in 2020. Then we used it in 2022. And just those 2 times of course, we brought it from, it was up at Cave, West Virginia. And we brought it from Cave, West Virginia, all the way to Jared's farm. And it was given to Jared. And we brought it to Jared's farm. We cleaned it up, checked things out. Things was working. And then we used it in 2020. Jared wanted to camp on the mountain. That's what got us camping back up on the mountain, was Jared wanted to camp on the mountain. So in 2020 we used that camper, that 74 Traveler. Then he got his camper in 21, not the one he's got now, but another one, a Wildwood. We used that in 21. Then in 22 he got the Grey Wolf. And in 22 we decided to use the camper he'd given me, the 74 Traveler. And we took it up on the mountain. We stayed up there all week. Newman come up, and he stayed with us. And where he slept, he said it rained that night, and he said it was leaking. Well, I had weather sealed the roof with a latex coating, but the like I said, I believe the 90-mile trip up, the 90-mile trip back, and I can't remember how many miles it was from Cave, West Virginia down to the farm, but I think things worked loose, like the vent covers, the screws in them. You know, this camper, I don't know how many years Mark had told me it had sat in that campground. And up in Cave, West Virginia, when they got snow, we might have got 3 or 4 inches here, and they might have got a foot and a half, 2 foot up there. And they did not have a like awning or roof built over top of it, so that snow laid on top of that camper. And it really started leaking bad. Finally got a tarp on it, but the tarp wasn't long enough, and it still leaked. That camper pretty much is going to have to be completely gutted inside, and I just don't know if it's worth it or not. So we use Jared's camper now. The 74, I don't know if I'll ever get it back on the road. Jared and I have talked about it. I don't know what we're going to do, but this spring I'm going to start tearing into it. I believe some of the roof joists have rotted. They may have already started that, because it leaked when it was up at Cave, and they patched and they fixed. So I don't know what's going to happen with that camper. My little camper out here that I brought home is for basically 2 people. There's a few things on it that need to be repaired. Needs a new paint job. You know, it's set up there in that campground for years, and but it's less work on it than it is the 74. So we'll just have to wait and see. But like I said, if I get into these projects, I may do videos doing it. I did a slideshow of my, I'm trying to remember what that model, it's a 71 Lee. I did a little slideshow video here on the channel of that whenever I put new paneling in, put new linoleum down. My wife made curtains for it, but of course it was broke into. They broke the glass out of the door. I've got to replace that. And it's a shame that people are like that. But enough rambling. I didn't want to make this video that long. I just wanted to go over a few things, especially explain more about the videos being on West Virginia Metro News TV, and which is, when I say TV, it's their website. So with that, appreciate you watching, and as always, we'll see you in the woods.